We have good news. This is good news from the standpoint of being less bad. U.S. weekly new jobless claims are at their lowest level since the start of the coronavirus pandemic. There was a bigger than expected drop in new unemployment claims that we learned about yesterday. We are at a pandemic era low. The Department of Labor released this information yesterday morning. The new jobless claims for the week ending March 20 came in at 684,000. The expectation was 730,000. And the revised expectation was 781,000. So almost 100,000 fewer initial jobless claims than expected over the last week. Continuing claims are down to 3.8 million remaining unemployed versus the 4 million and 4.1 million that were expected and revised. This is the first time new jobless claims have been under 700,000 going back to mid-March of 2020, which is the start of the pandemic. And really, week to week, the numbers can kind of go up and down. What we want to look at is trends and new lows. And we are seeing both the continuing downward trend and a new low. Now, this is not, oh, wow, everything's fixed. That's fantastic. It's not that at all. And we still have so many different issues, including jobs that are coming back as part-time that used to be full-time. And what's funny is when a Democrat is in the White House, the right always says, they're not telling you this and this and this and this. But I tell you this stuff all the time. There's reasons that these numbers are not glorious numbers. And this only has some to do with Joe Biden. Accelerating vaccination certainly is a factor, but there's a seasonality to this pandemic that is similar in much of the world. I have no interest in making things partisan when they don't particularly need to be. There's no doubt that there are some jobs coming back as part-time rather than full-time. As businesses go from being open a little bit to being fully open, hopefully in the next 6 months, some of those part-time jobs will become full-time. They won't all. All sorts of other caveats. We've not dealt with the minimum wage. There are still wage issues in general. But I think if we are looking to kind of take a cautiously optimistic approach on the pandemic, yesterday we saw that although cases have stopped declining, hospitalizations are still declining, albeit more slowly. Deaths are still declining and vaccinations are increasing. If we think 2 to 3 months out as we get into early summer, that's potentially a pretty good looking situation. Economically, we are now starting to get new analyses from Goldman Sachs. And I know many people will say, David, Goldman Sachs. If you go back to the Goldman Sachs analyses of April 2020 in terms of vaccine rollout and economic numbers, they were the most accurate I'm aware of. They correctly predicted approval for a vaccine in late October, early November. They correctly predicted that you would start to see healthcare workers vaccinated towards the end of 2020. Trump was saying it would be way sooner. Some doom and gloomers were saying it wouldn't be until the middle of 2021. Goldman Sachs has been excellent on this with their predictions. I'm not telling you go and get a Goldman financial advisor. I'm not telling you anything about financial advisors, but the Goldman analysis is that the end of 2021, particularly Q4, is going to look very good by most of the economic indicators that we look at. So the point here is much work to be done, not the time to start going crazy as they've been doing in some spring break hotspots, but the economic numbers are improving. The vaccination numbers are improving, and we're hoping that the blip in cases is going to continue down over the next 2 to 3 months. I am sure that I will get some calls from viewers in the next segment about what is going on with vaccination and the pandemic. Let me know your thoughts on the expected trajectory. You can find me on Twitter at @Pakman, and you can also find the show on Twitter at David Pakman Show. Today's episode is sponsored by Blue Chew, a unique online service delivering the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. And they're giving my audience an entire month's supply for free. Take a short quiz on the Blue Chew website. A licensed doctor approves your prescription, and the medication goes right to your home in a discreet package. No driving to the doctor's office, having a possibly awkward conversation, waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew replaces the entire process with a few clicks and way less expensive. And all of Blue Chew's tablets are made in the United States. So if you think you could benefit from an extra boost of confidence, go to bluechew.com. The link is under this video, and they'll give you an entire month's supply for free when you use promo code Pakman. Just pay $5 for shipping.